first, let's start off. It is the 50th season of Dragons Volleyball, and you had a get-together, reunion of sorts, where a bunch of people participated. Talk a little bit about that and what it meant to your team.
I thought it was a great reunion in the sense that we're able to have the very first volleyball coach of the Dragon volleyball program who actually started it, Danella Palmer. And she was a longtime coach, I think 17, 18 years. She was the head coach here for the Dragons. So that was fun to have her come back. We were able to honor her as a guest coach, and then she also spoke at the banquet that we had. So we're really excited about that. Mary Curtis, she was the athletic director. She was also the head volleyball coach for I think 8 years here. So she was able to come back. We were able to honor her as well as a guest coach. And then she spoke at the banquet as well. I think the other fun thing about that was we had former players that were able to, from their eras, talk, and our players got to see, the difference between what the facilities are like for them, some of the struggles they went through in those ages. For example, we had one say how she didn't know what a knee pad was, and they're like, "Oh, we have knee pads for you," and she's like, "Oh, cool, I'll take one of those," not realizing that you have to have two. So those are some fun stories for our players to hear and understand the history of Dragon Volleyball and what they're part of.
You have a very young team this year with a lot of freshmen. How do you get them focused on the Tammy Blake program and Dragons Volleyball, and what's it like to have such a youthful team?
Well, it's really fun to have this youthful team here. A lot of the players that we come have a lot of high-level club experience, and getting them to buy into how we run things here, they're very open to it. They're very excited to be here. They're seeing a lot of playing time, so that obviously gets them a lot more engaged. I think Amanda Carlson came all the way from Arizona here, has family up in the area, and everybody's like, "Where's this kid coming from?" In the league, they're wondering who she is because she's having a breakout year for us. She's averaging 3 kills per set, which is that's good, right? And so she's doing a phenomenal job there on the outside for us. So she's one of the star freshmen, in the group. But they're all doing really well and working hard, and buying into our culture here at MSUM.
Speaking of the culture, our lone senior in Monica Vega, with a supporting cast of some talented juniors as well, leading this young group. What's her leadership been like, and how valuable is it to the program to have those people to create and set that tone?
We ask our players to, who they want as their captain, and it was unanimous across the board that it was going to be Monica Vega. So really excited about Monica's senior year. She's a fifth-year senior. We redshirted her freshman year. She was playing behind Katie Ness, who is also from her hometown of Ada, Minnesota. And as you all know, Katie went on to be a Libero of the Year in the league. And that's the same goals that Monica has for herself. And she's on her way to possibly obtaining that goal. She was named Defensive Player of the Week in the league, just coming off a record-breaking weekend with 37 digs against St. Cloud State and 24 against Duluth. And Monica just works really hard, and I think that's, the culture that Monica, helps build in our gym is working hard all the time, and those freshmen see that, and they see the reward, I think, that Monica has had, and she talks about it, this is how hard I have to work to get to where I am at today. And so, but probably the best thing about Monica is she's willing to get better in other areas. So when you think of liberos, you think of them just digging balls and passing balls, and we're like, no, you need to be an offensive threat in the back row. You need to be able to drive the ball over the net. And this weekend she got rewarded with that and helped our team get a victory over St. Cloud State with her driving the ball over the nets and scoring and actually getting 2 kills out of it, which is a great momentum thing for our team. So that's fun to see that growth in Monica.
And one thing she did for the team was the representative of the scholarship luncheon as well. And she gave a heartfelt story. What did that mean to you and to the people in the room?
Yeah, Monica, I'm going to get a little teared up here. Monica definitely has a heartfelt story. Certainly without airing too much, but just a lot of struggles to be here as a Dragon, and the scholarship has helped her, be able to get her degree. Without the scholarship, that wouldn't be possible in her world. And so when she was up and spoke about it and just told about her family struggles and what it meant to her, the whole room was in tears. In fact, you see me getting a little teared up about it. But she's an amazing young woman. She's going to have a great career, and just so proud to have her in our program.
Us as well. And for the whole team, getting into the end of the year, as we're just starting kind of the beginning of the conference play, what does this team need to do to grow and accomplish some of their goals for this season?
You know, growth cannot come fast enough in my world for this group. They have so much range of growth with them. You know, you look at the kids like Caitlin Solinsky, who coming out of Bismarck Century State Champions last year, such a phenomenal athlete, and we're asking her to set and hit. And the growth is every day we see steps with them because they're so young. And so just experience, you know, getting in there and experiencing it. We do a great job defensively. We're third in the league on defense. We're second in the league in blocking. Our offensive side needs to grow. So I think that's the part that we really need to work on. The inexperience with both our outsides being freshmen, you know, them learning how to hit around the college block, having shots that worked in high school that don't work here. How do we improve in that? So that area we'll see some growth in. And then also just in the setting sense, we're a little young in that, and that setter-hitter connection. But, you know, we'll keep working on it, and we'll keep pushing the boulder, and I think we'll keep seeing good things come out of the program. So.